Hey, what's up, seekers? Wanugee with GoldenDragonFortunes, your K-Rap psychic. Irashaimase minasan, welcome everybody for K-Pop ships Compatibility Countdown. Here I am again, K-Rap Psychic, your older brother's the K-Rap Psychic, your host for this episode. And in this episode, we're going to go to an elimination. This is an elimination round. We're going to eliminate somebody. Somebody didn't quite make it. So we'll see what happens with the 30 contestants. Last episode, we introduced you to those 30 contestants, and we took them from the liners. We took 94 liners. That was Solgi from Red Velvet, and also Wendy from Red Velvet. And then we took 95 liners. Jisoo from Blackpink, Wheein from Mamamoo, Nayeon from Twice, Jimin from BTS. And then we went to the introducing you to the 96 liners. Ibin from Momoland, Jennie from Blackpink, Jong the soloist, Yerin from G-Friend, Joy from Red Velvet, Lehigh, the soloist, also a 96 liner, and Sorn from CLC, Tiger, and Sana from Twice, all 96 liners. And then we introduce you to the 97 liner contestants. Yuhyun from Dreamcatcher, Mina from Twice, Lisa from Blackpink, another 97 liner from his own group, Jungkook, BTS, and Yuju from G-Friend, and Minnie from I-Dle. And then we introduced last episode the 98 liners, Sakura from IZ*ONE, Taehyung from Twice, Soyeon from I-Dle, and Elki from CLC. And finally, we introduced the 99 liners. Last episode, Yeri from Red Velvet, Suyu from Twice, Sihyun from Everglow, Yuchi from I-Dle, and to cap it all off, we had a mystery star. Somebody we don't know much about, but is a mystery star, and they're competing as well with these other 29 idols, trying to see who is the most compatible with Kim Taehyung, the Tay-Tay. K-Pop ships, Compatibility Countdown. I'm J-Rap Psychic, your host, and here's my little brother, K-Rap Psychic. K-Rap?
Thanks, J-Rap. Hey, what's up, seekers? Wanugee with GoldenDragonFortunes, your K-Rap Psychic. And we're here again for K-Pop ships Compatibility Countdown. Welcome everybody. 안녕하세요. This episode we're going to look at numerology, and we're going to do an elimination, and we're going to see what the numerology says as far as compatibility between V and these 30 idols. Now, numerology, this is about numbers, and we used 6 different ways to kind of determine numerology. There's 5 different ways, and then we combine them all for an average to make it 6. So one of the first ways you do numerology, we use the name compatibility. Numerology, we can take the birth date basically and kind of reduce it down to one number. There's also a way to take the name that's most commonly used by that person, and reduce it down to actually translate those letters into numbers, and then kind of get a compatibility there too. So we use the name compatibility, and then we look at the heart's desire compatibility. Then we looked at personality compatibility using numerology, and then we did the life path compatibility and the power compatibility, which It's usually for older, but it works here too. And so we add all those up and it comes down to kind of a marriage relationship compatibility score that kind of averages all those and kind of puts them together. So that's how we did the numerology compatibility in this countdown for all 30 of the contestants in this episode. And we got down to the top 15 that we're going to look at. And so, J-Rap, you can kind of count down the top 15 for us, and I'll explain the scores for each one as you announce them.
All right, everybody, we're going to take a countdown based on numerology, as K-Rap described, and count down the top 15 based on numerology and compatibility with Kim Taehyung. You ready? Number 15 is somebody from Busan, Korea. They were born on September 1, 1997, and it is a member of BTS. It is Jongkook. What are the scores? J-Rap?
Thanks, J-Rap. So, number 15, Jungkook, John Jungkook of BTS. Now, all you Taehyung shippers, all you V-Cook shippers, you're probably pretty happy about this, that he made it into the top 15. They do have a lot of similarities in personality and humor. Jungkook has an older brother. He kind of likes sports, did a lot of sports, went to the Seoul School of Arts, Performing Arts, like many of these idols did. His favorite color is black. But his score, let's look at the score for numerology and the combined scores of all the 6 numbers that we use. And his score at number 15 is 70%. So that's very good. Numerology, these numbers, the system we use kind of skews higher anyway, so most of these numbers are higher, but he's got 70% compatibility with V. So almost 3/4 of the time, that works out well. So, J-Rap?
Number 14, the 14th best compatibility for Tay using numerology is somebody, a 96 liner, born in January, Heebin from Momoland.
Number 14, Heebin. Hey, merry-go-rounds? Welcome in. That's the Momoland fandom, the leader of Momoland. Heebin was born in January. She's a Capricorn, and January 12th, in fact, 1996. And so we take that date and we use that to figure out the numerology and also her name to figure out the calculations. Heebin has a younger brother, and she doesn't really like spicy foods. For a Korean, that's unusual. Not super spicy foods. She trained for 4 years before she debuted. So let's look at her numerology score, Chaldean numerology score, and it is 70%. So it's about the same as Jungkook. In fact, they both get 1 point because the point scoring is over 50%, you get 1 point. Over 75%, you get 2 points. Over 85%, you get 3 points. So that's just a kind of a tiebreaker, another way to kind of keep score. But actually, Jungkook and Heebin, they could be 15 and 14. They got the same score, the same points.
The 13th most compatible based on numerology with V is a 99 liner, younger woman. She's a foreigner, and she is from Taiwan. Yes, it's Tsuyu from Twice.
Number 13, Tsuyu, Chewy, as she's called affectionately, from Taiwan, and she's the youngest on Twice, as you know. All you once, welcome aboard. She was born in June. She's a Gemini. So Chewy, she has an older brother. She's kind of an early to bed, early to rise type of person. Tsuyu likes chocolate milk, those kind of things. Anyway, so let's look at Tsuyu's score for Chaldean numerology and compatibility with V. So are you Tetsu? All you shippers, Tetsu? And all you once? Welcome aboard. So the score is for Tsuyu is 72%. 72% compatibility and 1 point. So she ranks number 13 for numerology compatibility with V.
Thanks, K-Rap. Number 12, compatibility is based on numerology. She is also a foreigner. A 98 liner, born in November. It is from CLC, Elkie.
CLC fans, Cheshires, come on in, welcome. Elkie from CLC. She is number 12 on the list for numerology compatibility with Taehyung. Elkie, is from Hong Kong, and she speaks Mandarin, Cantonese, English, and Korean. So she's multilingual, and she's close friends with Suyu. Obviously, they both speak Chinese, and also Sally of Gugudan and Cheng Xiao of WJSN, or Cosmic Girls. So let's see the score for Elki for compatibility with V in numerology. It is 75%. So 75% is good, and that's high enough to get 2 points. So she kind of moves to the next level, and she's number 12 in compatibility.
Number 11 in the numerology compatibility countdown for Tay Tay. This person is the 99 liner as well. She is from Korea and born in March. And it is Yeri of Red Velvet.
Yeri. You know, Yeri was the last member added on to Red Velvet, as you might know. Hey, Rev Loves, come on in. Welcome. So Yeri, you know, she's actually the oldest of, she's the youngest of Red Velvet. She's a 99 liner, but she's actually the oldest of 4 sisters in her family. And a couple of her sisters are like 10 to 12 years younger than she is. So, you know, I guess she had to play more mature and responsible as the older sister, almost a second or third parent. So maybe that's why she comes across as a little more mature than her age. So let's see what Yeri's compatibility score for numerology is, and it is 77%. So that's pretty good, and that's high enough for 2 points. It's over 75, and so that's her compatibility with Kim Taehyung based on numerology.
Thanks, Kara. All right, we're down to the top 10 compatibility based on numerology for Tay Tay. At number 10, this is somebody we don't know a lot about. It's a mystery star. It's the mystery star.
Number 10 in the countdown is somebody that we don't know much about, but they made it into this countdown somehow. Number 10 is the mystery star. This mystery star we don't know much about and can't reveal a lot, so maybe but they're number 10 on the list for compatibility with Taehyung, so you might want to speculate, maybe look down below, put your guesses in. Maybe if there's somebody that wasn't on the 29 idols that we chose, maybe there's another one that you ship and that we didn't include. We didn't include everybody from every group, so and there's maybe some smaller groups that we didn't really reach or get to. So anyway, if you have some speculation about who might be a good ship, you might want to put some comments down below, and we'll see what happens.
Who is it? Who is this mystery star? Do you have any guesses? Number 9 in the numerology countdown of compatibility. There's another foreigner in March, 98 liner. It is from I-Dle, Sakura.
Number 9 in compatibility, somebody who has done a lot of I-Dle work, has been performing for 7 or 8 years, and still is only 22, 23 years old, so she's very young. And she's from Japan, Sakura Miyawaki. So Miyawaki Sakura-san. So from I-Dle, we don't know what's going to happen to I-Dle because of the whole scandal thing. But as far as compatibility with B, let's see what the score is. It's 77%. So that's pretty good, and that garners 2 points as well.
At number 8 in the countdown is another foreigner. She is a 96 liner. Born in November. From Crystal Clear, it's Song.
Thanks for the intro, J-Rap. Number 8 in compatibility, Chaldean numerology. This person is multilingual, is born in another country, and it's Soren, as J-Rap said. So Soren, obviously, being from Thailand and a K-pop idol, she is friends and probably group chats with the other Thai K-pop idols like Lisa from Blackpink, NCT's 10, Minnie from I-Dle, and Bam Bam from GOT7. She won the very first K-pop star hunt. Some people say she looks like Selena Gomez. I don't know, a little bit, maybe a little bit. Let's see what her compatibility is with B, based on numerology. It is 77%. 2 points. Same as Sakura, so I mean maybe you could switch them around. Or with Yeri, or the Mystery Star, they're all kind of in this bunch together in the same area, 77%. So 2 points for Sorn.
Number 7. This person is from Korea. She's a soloist. 96 liner. It's Lehigh.
Thanks, J-Rap. Number 7 is Lehigh. Lehigh from formerly YG, soloist. Great voice. She's petite. I think she's the shortest of the group here that we selected. She was very successful very early on, so she's been in the industry for 7 or 8 years already, and she's still only 23, so around that age. So very talented, and always been a soloist, pretty much. Never was in a group. And so let's see what her score is for compatibility with V, based on numerology, and it is 80%. So now we're in the 80% now with numerology. That's 2 points. So she's number 7. So take it away, J-Rap.
And number 6, a 97 liner. Also born in a foreign country. She was born in February. From Blackpink, it's Rosé. Rosé of Blackpink. You know, I mentioned in the first video when we're introducing everybody that she's from Melbourne, Australia, but she was born in New Zealand. So she's had the Kiwi experience and the Oz experience. And, you know, any good blink can tell you anything you want to know about Rosé. And, you know, I mentioned that I've been to Melbourne many times, New Zealand as well. But I used to go and work in the southeast suburbs of Melbourne. Down there, hey, Rosé, if you're watching, down by past the Monash University, down in Glen Waverley, Ferntree Gully, that area, southeast suburbs. One funny thing in Australia, they have their own quirky language. They like to shorten everything. They have little nicknames for everything. And they have some different things for food. They have McDonald's there for fast food also, but you know, Aussies call them Maccas. You know, that's like go to Maccas. That's how they call McDonald's. Kind of like the Japanese call it Macadol. Australia, they like to have their Aussie burgers. So Aussie burgers, you know, they typically have maybe some beetroot, you know, slices of beet. You know, we call them beets, but down there they call them beetroot, and maybe even a fried egg on the hamburger. So that's an Aussie burger, beetroot and fried egg on their hamburger. They love it. So there's a thing that they eat in the mornings on their toast, and it's called Vegemite. So Vegemite, you know, originally, way back in the colonial days of Australia, the way that came about was bottom of the beer barrels had this yeast and this residue and what have you, and they would take that and they would put it on their toast, and that's how Vegemite came about. So it's kind of like, you know, beer leftovers is what Vegemite came out of. And in New Zealand, they have their own version. They call it Marmite. So I'm sure that with Rosé, you know, living in both places, she may have had exposure to Marmite in New Zealand and Vegemite in Australia. But let's look at where she stands as far as compatibility with Kim Taehyung, V. And so let's see what the score says for her compatibility based on numerology with V. And it is 80%. That's pretty good. So 80% compatibility based on numerology, based on their name, their birth dates, and these different 5 criteria, and then averaging them all out. 80% compatibility with V. So very good, Rosé. So, J-Rap? Top 5 on numerology compatibility. At number 5, standing 5'6" tall, 168 centimeters, a 96 liner, born in August. From G-Friend, it's Yerin.
Top 5. Number 5 is Yerin, G-Friend. Yerin, you know, is 5'6" and 103 pounds. As we mentioned before, she's been in a lot of different girl groups. I think she's on her 4th, you know, agency now. I mean, the same group, but 4th agency. But she's gotten very successful with G-Friend. She's still young. She's a 96 liner, so she's actually a year younger than, almost a year younger than V. So let's see what her score is for compatibility with numerology with V. And it is 85%. So that's pretty good. In fact, that gets to the next level because that gets 3 points. So she gets 3 points for her compatibility with V.
Number 4, a 95 liner from Seoul, Korea, 5'5", 165 centimeters. From Twice, it's Nayeon.
Thanks, Shirap. Okay, number 4, Nayeon. Nayeon is one of the main vocalists of Twice. And so once this, come on back in. And let's see what her score is for numerology compatibility with V. It is 87%. So that's 3 points. And she's number 4 on highest compatibility using numerology, using the numbers for their birth date and their name with V.
Top 3 compatibility with V. It's a 94 liner. So she's from Red Velvet, and it is Wendy.
Number 3, Wendy. Wendy from Red Velvet. Rev Loves, come on in. So Wendy, born on February 21st, 1994. So she's actually almost 2 years older than V, but the numbers add up in their own ways. And let's see what the score says for Wendy for compatibility with Tae. It's at 90%. 90%, so that's 3 points. And that puts her at number 3 of compatibility on numerology with V. So last 2, cheer up.
Down the last 2, based on numerology for compatibility with Tae. And number 2, at 5'3", 163 centimeters, is a 96 liner. She's lived in another country, but she's from Seoul, and it's Jong.
Number 2, Jong. Wow, she was like number 2 on the compatibility we did for Jungkook. So somehow Jong and these BTS members, Jungkook and Taehyung, they have compatibility with Jong. Who knew? So here she is, number 2 with numerology with V as well. And Jong is, as we mentioned before, she speaks English. She lived in Texas for 8 years. So she just signed a deal with American Talent Agency, so we'll see what happens in the future. She's a 96 liner, so let's see what the score says for her compatibility with V. 95%. 95% compatibility with V. So that's pretty darn high, at least based on numerology in those 5-6 categories.
And the number 1 most compatible based on numerology 6 categories for Tae, for Kim Taehyung. She stands at 165 centimeters. She's from a foreign country. From Osaka, Japan. It's from Twice. It's Sana.
Okay. Sana again. I think Sana came out number 1 with Jungkook when we combined all the things. So Sana and Jungkook, Sana and Taehyung. Boy, that's a lot. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be jealous. Are you jealous out there? Anybody out there jealous? Sana? She's compatible with Jungkook. She's compatible with Taehyung. Jungkook and Taehyung are pretty compatible, so maybe there's some common denominators between them all. They're all earth signs. So, Virgo, Capricorn, so that helps. But this is based on numerology, so it's totally different. Sana's number 1 in compatibility with V, based on numerology, out of 30 different idols. Pretty remarkable. So let's see what the scores say for Sana Minatozaki for compatibility with numerology with V. They are 97%. Wow, 97%, that's almost 100%. Wow. So Sana, she's very likable, everybody loves her, but she's very compatible based on Kadian numerology with Taehyung. And if you look at my video, the countdown we did for Jungkook, you might see her on that list too. She did very well there too. So somehow Sana has a lot of compatibility with some very popular idols that happen to be with BTS. So that's the top 15. Now there's somebody that we have to eliminate. There's an idol we have to eliminate. Somebody didn't make 50% in this go round. We're going to eliminate for each time we kind of do a test, and then we calculate the scores. We're going to accumulate those scores. So for each round, we'll just kind of keep adding and averaging out all the scores, so we see where they are currently on the average. And there's one person that didn't make it in the first round in numerology. One I-Dle didn't make it. She's a very popular idol, and I hate to see her get eliminated, but it is Dubu of Taehyung of Twice, the little tofu girl, tofu face. Yes, the one on the McNay line, the rapper. She's very cute, but she has not enough compatibility based on her numerology, with V. So she's the first to be eliminated. So sorry, Taehyung. I'm sure maybe there's a lot of other people out there that you match up with better with, maybe closer to your age, but not with Tay. Sorry, Taehyung. Your ride on this program stops here. You don't get to continue forward. You're eliminated. So yes, you stumbled. You stumbled on the first test. So that's it for now. Everybody out there, we appreciate you watching. If you have any comments, if you want to make some suggestions of who might be the mystery star, make some comments about numerology or your favorite ship and how that scored. We didn't go through all of them because we don't have time, but so there's 15 we didn't cover, but they're on the bottom half. So they have to kind of get the game up, work up in the next round and try to get their game up to a higher level when we take a look at Batsi, Chinese Batsi astrology. So we're going to use that next and for next episode. So we appreciate you coming in. We appreciate you liking and subscribing. Hit the bell because, you know, we're going to have a few more rounds here, so you don't want to miss it. That's all for now. Thanks to JRAP for announcing again, and for all your help. And so until next time, wishing you all good fortunes.
Hey, what's up, seekers? Looking in the future, pinkers. You K-pop fakers, coming round and see us every weekers. Yo, diehard K-pop fans, I want to know your stance. Just let us know your bias, then go ahead, try us.